The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Head coach John Gruden is back, and so are his Raiders in his third year after a 10-year layoff at 2-0. And they're coming off a big win against the New Orleans Saints to officially open up the Death Star. Meanwhile, Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots never went anywhere. Only the quarterback has changed. They're 1-1 coming off a razor-thin loss against the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. And they're back at home to get back to their winning ways while the Raiders are on the road trying to stay hot. This is a hard one to call because the Raiders are back. They really are. But you don't just say you're going to beat the New England Patriots. They may not have Tom Brady at quarterback anymore, but they still have Belichick. And Cam Newton, the current Patriots quarterback, is a former league MVP. And of course, they're returning the NFL's best defense. Meanwhile, the Raiders have a talented young team with quarterback Derek Carr playing like an NFL MVP candidate again. Let's look at the matchups that will dictate the outcome of this game. Let's start with the Patriots running game. They don't have a running back that scares anyone running the football. And they had tough sledding trying to run the football against the Seahawks last week. But Rex Burkhead has some pass catching skills, so the Raiders would want to watch out for that. The man the Raiders should be scared of running the football is the quarterback himself. He's the same size as the defensive ends tackling him, so he can take the pounding. And last Sunday he pounded in not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns. Okay, only 2 counted, but you see he doesn't have problems pounding it in. The Raiders had a top 10 run defense last year, but right now, starting middle linebacker Nick Kwiatkowski is out, so the Raider run defense is kind of suspect these days. On Monday, Saints running back Alvin Kamara averaged 6 yards per carry against them. And he scored 2 touchdowns. Kamara did his damage in the passing game too. He had 79 yards rushing and 95 yards receiving on the day. Perhaps Corey Littleton matches up with Rex Burkhead Sunday. Whatever happened to Newton's shoulder, they fixed it. He's back. He still has a big arm. He has accuracy. And yeah, he can still throw on the run. His threat to run got him a touchdown pass to go with his 2 touchdown runs. The Seahawks were only able to sack him once, and that was on a safety blitz by Jamal Adams. Also on a blitz, they were able to get him to throw an interception. 2019 10-sack rookie Max Crosby hasn't scratched yet in 2020, but at least they're calling the holding penalties now after not calling them in week 1. Crosby also had a pass batted down Monday. Arden Key hasn't scratched yet either, but by the looks of things, he's going to soon. And we had a Malik Collins sighting Monday. Oh, big man with spin move. But I'm going to keep it 100. Maurice Hurst needs to be in there more. He had the only sack against the Panthers, and he forced this interception against the Saints. Safety Jonathan Abram, who's been all over the field the first couple of games of the season, forces this incompletion against the Saints. That's significant because the safety blitz worked for the Seahawks. I am worried about Julian Edelman. I already knew he was money underneath and over the middle. And I knew he could find the holes in the zone. But what I didn't know is that he can beat you deep. Edelman went off last Sunday for 179 yards receiving. I'm very worried because he's going to see LaMarcus Joyner this Sunday. We all know about Joyner playing through a groin injury last year, but this is in week 2 before it happened. Again, I'm very concerned. This year, he's looked a little better as he has a pass defense against the Panthers. He was okay against the Saints. He's gonna get shook by Kamara here. Deontay Harris is going to have his way with them here. But Joyner didn't give up anything big. We'll see what happens against Edelman Sunday. Last year, the Patriots gave a 4.2 yards per carry against the run. And so far this year, that average is the same. But last Sunday when they wanted to, the Seahawks were able to get their running game off on them up the middle, off tackle, and outside. They got the corner darn near whenever they wanted. Now we look at the Raider offense. The running game didn't exactly pop right away. But you know Gruden, he's stubborn. He's going to keep running it. And with running back Josh Jacobs in full beast mode, the more they ran it, the more it worked. His 88 yards on 27 carries wore the Saints defense down. Watch this run. Oh, and he pushes the pile. Jacobs is starting to become quite the weapon in the passing game as well. With Kyle Van Noy now gone, the Patriots no longer have that guy to hang their hat on rushing the passer. But Belichick gets it done bringing 6 guys here. And who? Former Raider Shalik Calhoun gets one here. And those are the 2 sacks the Patriots got on the Seahawks, who still don't have a great offensive line. And here comes 6 again to force the incompletion. In Belichick's defense, you just never know who's coming and when. But you already know the magician Russell Wilson is as he gets away for a run here. But through all the blitzes and pressure, Wilson still threw 5 touchdown passes. The Saints threw a lot of blitzes at the Raiders, and at first it worked. That's a 7-man pressure right there. Carr tried to slide around the pocket and wait for those receivers to break open downfield too, but that didn't work at first. Then he started getting rid of the ball quickly for first downs. And he ran a little bit when things got too hot. But eventually, his O-line gave him time to find his receivers down the field. And Carr would end up throwing 3 touchdowns on the night. This one to super tight end Darren Waller. I'm going to stay with Waller here because the Patriots don't have a matchup for him. Belichick's just going to have to double him. He's just too big for those DBs. He can even run away from him to get separation. Saints linebackers can't run with him, so he just bullied the little DBs on Monday night. Here he's going to find the hole in the zone. And once the ball is in his hands, you better be ready to tackle. In other matchups, lockdown corner Stephon Gilmore hasn't looked sharp so far this year. First round draft pick Henry Ruggs is going to be out Sunday, so I wonder what Nelson Aguilar is going to do with them. In opposite corner, Jason McCourty struggled with the size of David Moore. So what will Bryan Edwards, who's even bigger, do with him? Jonathan Jones is a solid, fast slot corner. So we'll see what slot machine Hunter Renfrow can do with them. I know you remember this. Highway robbery at its finest. And no, Raider fans won't get over it. It cost him Coach Gruden, who was traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers during the overtime coin flip. Then he tossed the Raiders up in the next Super Bowl and started the dark ages for them. And when he went on to get fired after the 2008 season, Belichick was in the middle of a 6th Super Bowl winning dynasty. And here we are now with Gruden in his 3rd year after 10 years off, in the biggest coaching matchup of 2020. This is going to be fun to watch. Thank you for watching. See you next time.